So, did you realize our most recent Instagram post was kind of ironic?
Was it really?
Did you watch it?
What did it say? No, I don't. I just post the content. I actually never look at it.
All right, let me just play this for you real quick.
Okay.
I think if we're going on vacation or a road trip, gots to hit up either on the way there or on the way back Waffle House.
No way.
24/7, right? Waffle
Yep.
House. Yeah. Man, that's so American. Oh, I love that.
How
Bro.
ironic is that, bro?
What are the odds? I didn't even mean to do that.
So we went on a little road trip. Was it this past weekend?
Yeah.
This past weekend.
TPW.
And we were out super late. Didn't get home till like 3, and we hit up Waffle House like 1 a.m. So it's kind of ironic. I thought it was funny.
You know what they say, dude? Preach what you practice.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Because whenever we went out there and we come into this studio and we drop useful, practical, everyday knowledge, and then we go out,
And we do it.
we freaking do it. And we saw a sassy black lady at the Waffle House. We tipped her heavy, and we got that all-American waffle,
All-star.
2 eggs.
All-star special.
What else? 2 bacon,
Yeah.
chocolate chips, peanut butter chips.
You got a coffee.
2
Didn't look very good.
to make it home.
Yeah, dude. The Waffle House experience. It's good during like the day, but man, past midnight Waffle House, it's like, I don't know. There's something about the atmosphere that is just so
Beautiful.
It feels good. Feels good to be there.
Do you actually like IHOP?
Yeah, it's okay.
I think I genuinely don't like IHOP, and I genuinely really like Waffle House.
Is that like your trailer trash coming out?
I don't know. I think I don't like the taste of IHOP. Though I like their pancakes, but I don't like the taste of their eggs. I don't like the taste of their burgers. I don't like.
I think it's because you have to like ask for them shelled eggs. You know.
Either way, I don't like the way their omelets taste. Like they don't taste real.
Well, it's
But
funny you
everything
say-
at Waffle House literally tastes like it has
Dude,
hairs in it.
The fakest things you can eat though is a Waffle House.
No, dude, it tastes real. Their bacon,
Maybe because
Good.
it's all like prepared on the same griddle.
yes, and all the food when it comes out, it doesn't look the same. It looks different. When you go to IHOP, everybody's plate, if you ordered the same thing, would look exactly the same,
Yeah.
which is weird.
But let me
and
tell you, bro,
gross.
those hash browns, to perfection. Made to perfection. Like, so crispy. Oh, dude, so perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's super cool that you can sit down and they, like, don't come around the counter to get your order and give you your food. They're, like, still behind the counter. I don't know. I think that's super cool.
Why is it the only restaurant that does that? Because it's clearly
It's
a
superior.
good efficiency.
Yeah, it is. Except they didn't have any chocolate milk when we were there.
That was insane.
Kind of whack.
That was like a sign of the times that we're really close to nuclear warfare.
Yeah, the supply chain's still getting hit a little hard. They don't have no chocolate milk.
Bro, she was mad at you too. Because you were like, you don't have chocolate milk? And then she was like, no. And then you were like, do you have chocolate syrup?
Yeah, because they put that in the waffles, right?
No, they do chips.
Oh.
You not see my waffle?
No,
It's
it
busting
doesn't
out the
look it.
gym.
You devoured that thing before I could even look at it.
Yeah, I was hungry, dude.
No, dude, I was like, how am I supposed to get home? How am I supposed to drive 3 hours and with no chocolate milk?
Good point.
Yeah, you ended up driving, but yeah,
Did I drive the whole way?
the last 2 hours probably,
Yeah.
something like that. Anyway, I just thought it was funny. That's kind of ironic. That post like right before we start the pod.
That we preach what we prac.
We got to get that
Oh.
All-Star special merch.
Oh.
What?
I forgot, dude.
You got to say something?
We have to say something big.
Oh, it's okay. You forgot something big?
Look 'em straight in the camera, both of us.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
We are indubitably sorry
For missing.
for failing the honks. Dude. Me and Josh both had.
Whoa, wait. I'm not
hectic-
sorry.
Me? Bro,
You're the one who.
do not do this on the podcast right now. I had a hectic week.
No. Let me tell
To
you what
the
happened.
max.
Let me tell you guys what happened.
Okay,
Shane
fine.
texted
Tell
me
him.
was like,
Tell him.
I don't really care about the Hunkies this week. I
No.
can't.
You see, I will throw that lampshade against the ground and grind my toes in it.
Bro, I was like, I'm down to hit the pod. You're like, yeah. You didn't even tell me. You didn't even tell me what's going on. You're just like, I can't do it.
I had that bad of a week, bro.
Okay.
You know what you didn't do? You didn't check. You didn't say, Hey, you know what you should have said? If I said we're not doing the podcast this week, your next text should have been, what family member died?
No, my next text should have been, I'm getting a new co-host because they won't miss.
You should have said, we're getting a divorce.
Yeah. Signing the papers. No, I figured it was just your car. Car troubles.
It was partially car troubles. It was partially because of my, the fifth job that I do.
Yeah.
I had serious.
Why does that keep going down the line? Like you said fourth, now it's fifth, now it's
Because
going
I'm
to be
getting
sixth.
more.
Okay.
I'm getting more. It's with like job.
Yeah,
And
so wait, I thought this was like your priority though. How about that?
I'm saying it deeply. I'm deeply sorry,
I saw your lip twitch, bro. That means he's not.
bro. I'm not. Zoom in, camera. Camera one. Zoom in.
Hey, producer, zoom in.
Tears about to come. Dink.
Fake. Fake tears.
No, dude. I for real.
Alligator.
I like missing the episode. Genuinely made me feel like bad. Like I was like, this is the first thing I've ever done for 30 weeks consistently.
I was gonna say, isn't it crazy? No, it's been 37. We haven't missed an episode in 37 weeks.
Is this 37 or 38?
This is 38, but still,
Praise God.
37 in a row. It's kind of good.
We should do the number.
I mean, come on.
We should skip the number. Like to memorialize.
We should title this one episode 39 RIP 38. That should be the title.
All right, 38 in the streets.
Because it just didn't happen.
We actually did it for the vets. We did it in honor of the vets. We didn't do an episode out of
Veterans?
solitude for the veterans.
Okay.
Everything this podcast does is for the veterans.
Yeah.
Like anytime they're like, why do you bring up the children or the atrocities in the world? We do it for the veterans.
Dude, that reminds me. Okay, so I've been getting on Facebook a little bit.
Okay.
Just to like see what's going on. I don't post.
You're
but
in your early 30s?
don't even remind me, dude. I'm an old man. No, I'm just on there. Because, anyway. So, I've been like scrolling. And you know how like it's kind of like a... Well, I don't know what the word is. Like... How old people will really fall for anything.
Yeah.
Like, especially AI now. Like AI pictures. I didn't fall for AI pictures, but I saw what they were falling for, and I'm like, this is so obviously like an AI image, and people will post it like it's real.
Uh-huh.
And it was of veterans, supposed veterans, and they were like, and it's always two of them sitting in like a fold-out chair in the middle of a road, like an intersection, and they just like have like their legs like fake limbs, and they're holding a sign, and it's like and share for the veterans or something, and it's like, this is so AI, and there's so many people, like it has like hundreds of thousands of likes, and people share it on the 4th of July like it's real. And I'm like,
so that's how we get huge. Is we just we abuse the veterans.
That should be our thumbnail.
Stolen valor.
Our thumbnail should be AI disabled veterans.
Wait, no. What would it say though? It'd be like, if you don't click this video, you amputate another.
No, it should be. They're holding
limb.
the signs saying "Honest honkies love veterans." That'll get us clicks right
Yeah.
there.
Y'all go look at the thumbnail.
Yeah.
We clickbaited all of y'all.
Yeah. I don't know why that reminded me of that. It's
The thing, but that must be like bad AI, because I'm definitely seeing AI now where I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's real or not.
Yeah. It's bad AI.
Old people, dude. Isn't that crazy to think about, though? Like
Old people?
someday you're gonna be swindled, and people are gonna like make fun of you. Then that sucks.
There's going to be some stupid snot-nosed teenager making their own podcast like 40 years from now, and they're going to be making fun of me. Because I liked that picture.
But, dude, imagine how...
Facebook, too.
Imagine how sad it is, like, when your son is just dunking on you. He's like, Dad, you're lost.
No, I'm not letting that slide, bro.
He's on the Xbox 15, and you can't keep up with him. Like, that day is going to be a horrible day.
Oh, and I can't beat him in Call of Duty.
Anything. Football,
no
dude, your hip starts to hurt.
Dude, I already hurt. That's kind of sad, honestly.
You know my knee?
I won't think about that.
You know my knee straight up. I feel like 90% disabled right now.
What happened to your knee?
Because we were jumping around lighting fireworks. we single-handedly launched over 250 artillery shells in honor of the veterans.
Yeah, that was insane.
And my knee is like, I seriously thought about going to the doctor see if I tore it. Because
That bad?
but it's fine now, which leads me to realize that it was literally just sore for 4 days. But I felt like a 400-pound salmon just slap-tailed my knee hard.
That's crazy because
Did
you were
not-
only working 2 stations.
Did you not hurt?
Oh, during it, yeah. Because I think I did legs the day before, but I was like, but I had 3 stations, bro. I was up and down
Were
on
you?
each of them.
I was jumping though. I was jumping back and forth.
Were you prancing?
And the other thing is, I was wearing manly sandals, I think is what they are, where straps front and back, sport mode sandals.
Okay.
And I think the lack of ankle support went straight to my amphibious tibia.
Maybe. Or maybe you just got bad knees or something. In any case.
I definitely.
It was a fun night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed your 4th. Got the epic Honest Honkies 4th of July merch.
True. Can't get any more now.
Yeah, that sucks.
We took it down, dude.
It's super exclusive, clearly.
Did you this year, I think for the first time, I was kind of like lighting the fireworks and I was like, dude, we're straight up in a country where we can like do this. And like, I was feeling full freedom mode. That was the first time I've ever like looked up in the sky and been like, that is literally like.
First time?
Okay. We came up with slavery. We took away slavery. And that's freedom. We overcome slavery.
Yeah, we did.
And I saw that in like with every burst. I was like, that's one person free.
Okay.
But I was being emotional.
I can't say I was necessarily thinking about that, but
What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about freedom but not slavery.
What kind of freedom?
Freedom from, being a Brit.
Frick the Brits, huh?
Oh yeah, I was yeah. It was like you said. We lit off like 250 mortars, and
Yeah.
I mean, my thumb was getting tired from lighting the lighter the whole time. But that was a lot of fireworks. But did you see the fireworks show in Nashville?
Mm-mm.
Dude.
Was it like the city or
The city, yeah. And it was like, it was all timed and stuff, and it looked super cool. They have the drones and everything now. But it was
they got
like
drones that launch fire.
No. I mean, sometimes the drones have like
Or
sparks
fireworks.
come off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that one from Dallas?
The Eagle.
Yeah, the Eagle. Yeah, so it's kind of like that in Nashville and stuff, but they had fireworks flying up and stuff, but it was huge, and there were so many people there. I was like, man, got to be the best holiday. It's one of my favorites.
I had a horrible thought.
Oh. What'd you think of?
I was just like low key, dude. I don't want to put this out there because it's a good idea. It's way too good of an idea.
You want to save it?
No, I don't want to save it, bro.
What?
I don't. It's a.
I
Bad,
can mute it. I can mute it out real quick.
No. It's an evil idea.
Oh.
So do not use this. But low key, if you were to bomb a 4th of July, nobody would.
You'd get away with it.
You would get multiple bombs off because people would be like, "Oh, firework."
Yeah. It's the perfect time to shoot somebody.
Like, why do they wait for quiet times like marathons? Like Boston?
I think terrorists are just stupid.
True. And we realize that every 4th of July when we have our freaking freedom.
Yeah. That was a good day. What?
Anyways, tell me about Dr. Mike.
What do you want to know?
I want to know about Dr. Mike.
Do you know who Dr. Mike is?
No.
So, I'm just going to... Should I play the video? Probably not. Probably take
Is
too
it
long.
on...
It's a TikTok.
You can play TikTok.
Okay. It's just 2 Mikes. They're both named Mike. And they're both doctors. And they're both talking about something that I actually haven't thought of before. And I just thought it was interesting that this guy I listened to was saying this thing.
What does he look
because total meathead.
Well, but like, give the viewers like a description. Is he like
Okay, so his name is Dr. Mike Israetel, and
a Jew?
he is a Jew,
Okay.
and he's a PhD professor of sports science, I believe, and maybe something else.
Okay.
But he's got a big YouTube channel. It's called Renaissance Periodization, and he just talks about fitness, lifting weights, getting fit, and he reacts to people's workouts and stuff. And
Calls him
he's-
trash.
sometimes, yeah, mostly Hollywood actors.
Dude,
Got some humor. Anyway, he's talking with this other Dr. Mike. I never heard of him before, but basically he's talking about. I'll just play the video for you.
I'm going to say something insanely controversial to my own field here, but I very, very much stand by it. I really look forward to a world, hopefully in the next 10 or 15 years, where we no longer have to exercise. We don't have to spend time very artificially exercising so that we can do amazing things with our bodies, like go skiing, go hiking, play with our children, and have the health benefits of exercise endemic to our very DNA or through really, really good pharmacology. You take 2 or 3 pills a day, you're good to go. In laboratory animals, they have already an exercise pill. It works great, rats and mice. You take the pill, and it just does everything exercise does for you, short of a few things, but almost all of them. What do you think exercise is doing? How is it beneficial? It's really just accessing various molecular pathways and turning them up and turning others down.
No.
You can
All right, so
It's not though, is it? I mean,
I don't know about that. I'm inclined to believe him because he's a smart guy, but
nobody that's
I was
bald
just-
is smart.
I was just thinking about how he was saying, like, taking a pill. He looks forward to the day that you can just take a pill and have all the benefits. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy for him to say because his whole brand is lifting, working out. And then I was like, I put myself in the shoes of like, would I take that pill?
Would you?
Because
Red pill, blue pill.
personally, I wouldn't necessarily say I like to work out, but I do it because I want to look good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I probably would take the pill.
Mm.
And I feel like the majority of people would. But there is one thing that I saw in the comments, somebody saying that, like, all of the psychological benefits of working out, like, you know,
Doing
it's like a de-stressor. And
doing something hard.
yeah, it's got all these benefits other than gaining muscle or losing fat or whatever. Like, I don't know if that pill didn't give me those benefits, only aesthetic,
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't. But then again, like he said, you could take the pill and do greater things with your body, like go skiing, play with your kids, which would give you those other benefits that the pill isn't. Kind of a weird question, right?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. Like, I think you have to, first of all, figure out what the heck he's talking about. Like, what kind of fit? Like, does it give you huge muscles? Does it get rid of all your fat? Does it make you, like, internally fit? Because, like, you can have a bunch of muscles and not be fit. I think. Like, because you can, like, if you're, like, an offensive lineman, like, you can have a ton of muscles but still have fat on top of you because you're not eating properly. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I would be interested to know if it, like, just leans you out or if it just increases your muscle growth, which I guess is, you know.
I think you might be looking too deep into it.
I think it's important, though, because it's like,
So say
even if it gives you a lot of muscles, it doesn't mean you necessarily are healthy. Like, and you might have horrible stamina. Like, if you do want to go hiking and you have
sure.
you might be able to hike. You might be worse off.
I mean, you've got all these bodybuilders that, like, look, you know, perfect physique, but they're serious, like, for a show. Like, they're seriously dehydrated and have, like, no water in their system, and, you know, they can't run a mile or 2 miles or whatever, you know. I mean, there's different people. I mean, obviously, there's different ideals of being fit. It's just, I just thought it was a cool concept. I mean, if you had the choice to take a pill that, like, there's a pill for getting that bodybuilder physique or being a marathon runner or, you know, and you have the option of whatever kind of fit you want.
It's really
Let's
scary.
just do that then.
It's scary though, because you're right, the mental aspect. Because I think the reason why working out is good for your mental aspect is because it's hard. So if you like complete something, like if you set out to do something in your body and you check it off, you get a dopamine hit, like scientifically.
Yeah.
Which is a good kind of dopamine because you're like accomplishing things, which is like an extended, and it's not like sugar or something, you know. So I think that would, if by getting a pill, I think you would get rid of that, like doing something hard and then getting a positive reward for it.
Well, that's what I was saying. What if the pill does do that for you, though? I don't see a reason not to take it.
I don't think it could. I think
This is all hypothetical.
I don't think you can. Well, I think it's also the same reason why people are like, "Oh, ice baths. Ice baths are super good for your health." I'm going to go out there on the record. I think the actual cold water does nothing. I think it's literally just the fact that you did something hard. I think you could literally eat celery if you hated celery hard enough and achieve the same effect.
Ants on a log.
I'm dead serious. Like, because
Maybe.
Unironically, that is what the ingrained war is.
I just think
that I wrote down.
Okay.
Because I think in each one of us, I don't know everything. Okay. But I think God put a need for a war in us. I think he made us specifically need a war, but the only appropriate war for us to fill that with was a spiritual war. But I think I think if we avoid the spiritual war, we're going to fill it with some war, whatever we find. But I think he made you need it. Because in order for us to I think he put a conquering aspect in us, and that's why people are so easy to go to war, or people are so easy to get super crazy about either diet or fitness, or everybody usually has something that they're hardcore fighting against, and I think that is a feature that is deeply instilled in us. What do you think?
I don't think war is the right term.
I think it is, though. I mean, it's literally used in the Bible. Why do you think war is not?
I just don't think to conquer something. Whenever you said conquer, I immediately thought that's a male aspect of being a male. What's the word? Predominantly. That's my first thought. And then my second thought was when you said, my second thought about conquer was for a male, they want to conquer lifting weights. And I don't know if I would say that's a war, but that's a conquer. Because that's two different things. So, warring, I don't even know what I'm trying to say because it doesn't really make sense what you're saying. But
okay, why does the Bible talk about a spiritual warfare?
Why?
Yeah, what do you think? God's not saying stuff for no reason. So why would he bring up a spiritual warfare, or why would he bring up fight a good fight, finish the race? Why would he? There's very physical, active verses that are in fights. So if he's bringing that up, I think have you really met many people that don't have a fight in their life?
Just something that they're fighting internally or what?
Most people usually have a fight of some sorts. And I think that's that's where the ideologies come from of like identity. They're like, my fight is that I'm gay as frick, you know, or my fight is that I need to be a dog, but people don't respect me as a dog, or they don't acknowledge that I'm a dog, or my fight is, my dad left me, so then my whole personality is, oh, I gotta be better than my dad, or, you know, like they always have like their story or whatever, and that usually ends up being their fight or the thing that they're struggling against. Like I think most people have something that they're like, that essentially kind of makes them the victim. Because people get really easily go into the victim mentality, and there's something that they're warring against. And I think that is something that's ingrained with us, but we just replace it with a lot of bad things. Things that aren't helpful in the big scheme of things. Does that make a little more sense?
That last part didn't. But I think I don't know why. I mean, the word fight works, I guess, for all those situations you said. But you can also just say that's life. I mean, life is corrupted by sin, so it's like, yeah, you got to fight against sin, and that's just what people go through. It's just people's lives. Everybody has a story.
But that's like
how it gets any deeper than that regarding war and conquering. I don't think I understand what you're saying. Probably.
I think, well, it's just like if there wasn't this ingrained spiritual warfare, I don't know if everybody would always find something they're battling against. But it seems to me like almost every single person seems to take on some kind of fight or something that they think is noble. Like they always seem to be like, okay, I'm going to fight human trafficking. Or like that's like my life goal.
I don't know if every single person has that.
I don't know. Like
I don't know.
You know, I haven't talked to all of them.
That homeless guy down the street shooting up heroin every night is probably not fighting against that.
His fight is for that rush. He's like,
okay,
let me get that.
All right.
But I don't know. Maybe not everybody, but I think
probably should have, give me a little rundown before the podcast so I had time to, think of stuff.
I don't know.
It's kind of hard to answer this random question.
It was interesting because you brought up the other,
the other
kind of about war and stuff.
I didn't bring that up.
Huh?
I didn't bring that up.
Yeah, you did, dude.
What did I say about war?
Don't lie to me. You were at Waffle House, you told me. Don't lie to me, bro.
I guess I don't remember.
You tried to put me on blast this whole podcast.
I just don't remember what you're talking about.
We were talking about Dr. Mike, dude, and how if you don't have that stress in your life, would you still be, would it still have, would working out with a pill still have the same benefits without the act of working out or conquering something?
Bro, he's saying that they already do that in mice and rats, and I'm like, that's crazy. And then the rest of the video, he's talking about it's probably only like 10 to 15 years away.
Well, have you seen the pictures of like the cows that are like
seen pictures
yoked?
of cows.
Like there definitely is a gene that you can manipulate to make you be jacked, but I think those animals are not actually healthy.
Yeah, it's called Tren.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, support the pod so we can buy some Tren.
I think the side effects are getting. I've been thinking about it. I think the side effects are going down on roids because I need to make up for lost time, and I'm already losing the hair. I've got other things that can
gonna fall off after jumping up and down. I don't know if roids is your best bet there.
That's literally the best. It's for growth, dude. I can get swole. Like, I mean, dude, if I'm not, a professional athlete and they're not going to test me, and the side effects are going down, dude. Why would I not get
What
on?
makes you think the side effects are going down?
Why would I not get on a full stack?
All right.
You watch that Derek guy that always talks about it, the more plates, more dates guy.
Sometimes
He says it's time
it's time to get on.
for me to get on a full stack of Tren, baby powder. I have no idea another name.
I don't know. People put TRT in that same group, but it's not. I mean, I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with TRT. Like side effects wise, if you need it,
Well, the only
I don't think
side
there's any
effects
side effects.
with TRT is that if you like,
It's just
if
testosterone replacement theory for those of you who don't know.
yeah, dude, full stack, dude, give me muscles, natty. I think the only thing wrong with TRT is if you get on it, you can't really get off because your body starts to, like, you normalize getting testosterone, so your body stops making testosterone.
I feel like it's just this for anything really.
And with TRT, I think you get the shot in the butt.
I have no idea.
I've seen a dude do it, so
Oh,
like I've seen you kind of pull it down.
between
No,
between. Oh,
no, that's gay.
oh.
No, they pull it down like half cheek, and then you. Which
Okay.
I don't know if I could do the syringes
In the butt.
at all.
I feel like you've done that before. No? Oh no, that's a different guy. That's. I don't want to say his name.
Who are you hanging
I
out
don't want to
with?
say his name.
Say it,
He was on the podcast. I'll just say that.
Dieter.
I said I'm not going to say his name.
Look me in the eyes.
Neither confirm nor deny.
Wink if it's Dieter.
No.
He winked.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Steroids. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll take that. TRT maybe if I need it in the future,
So you
but that's
don't,
kind of expensive. I think.
but you don't like working out? Like, for me, it's a huge time commitment. That's the only thing that
Not.
But-
Not for that reason. I don't.
I thought
like it.
you liked.
I mean, I mean, obviously, I enjoy it some days, and some days, like today, like I hated it. Like,
Because you knew there was a pill out there.
no, because I was like, I don't know, I had no energy, and I don't know. I mean, that's just bound to happen. But I'd rather not work out and be fit. You know, I feel like it happens for anybody. But the only downside, like I said, would be the inner benefits, not just the aesthetic. And
I see what you're, yeah.
like, you know, and you can probably get those benefits other ways. I know you can.
I think there's dudes out there that like enjoy working out. I think. I don't know.
I'm not saying I don't enjoy it all
I'm
the
not
time.
I'm wondering. I'm a curious guy.
Yeah, I mean, look, when I hit a PR, yeah, that's pretty sweet,
Yeah.
right? Like,
You stand up and go, "Who wants it?"
yeah, and everybody looks at me like, who's this guy?
And you're in Subway and you just
Yeah.
looked at that sandwich in your mouth.
I'm looking at Jared, you know, like, why are you still here? Oh, dude, isn't that crazy? All of these like celebrities getting all these allegations against them now. It's like, I see all these memes and it's so funny. It's like, as soon as a famous person hits like 1 million subscribers, he's like, I like kids.
Time.
It's like, why is that a thing?
I was thinking about it.
It's so goofy.
I was thinking about Drizzy Drake, you know, and the Kendrick beef.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who is more in the wrong? Okay.
Kendrick or Drake?
If Kendrick comes out, okay, because honestly, dude, being a pedophile got famous or somehow being a pedophile is trendy to the algorithm,
Okay.
you know?
I don't know about that, but okay.
And so people are monetizing this pedophilia outburst. You know? Like they're calling the new thing is to call, you know, when Eminem was rapping, the thing was to call somebody gay, you know, a queer. But now the trendy thing is to say a pedophile, you know? Like that's the slur now.
Okay.
Dude, go look at
That's the slur now.
just listen to songs, dude. They go through like in the yeah, I don't know, 50s or 20s. It was like, oh, you know, she's a whore, when they used to box, when they box like that,
Okay.
with the rolling fist.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
Like it just progressively, it was whore, queer, pedophile.
What's the next word going to be?
Josh Brown.
We get too much slander already for being named Josh.
True. Oh, J names is the next ultimate slur.
That's been a slur.
That must feel so bad. But anyways, what I'm going back to
Yeah, I don't know what are you trying
is
to
the
go back to?
pedophile more in the wrong than the dude that waited for it to be cool to call somebody a pedophile, to say that somebody's a pedophile.
Two wrongs don't make a right, dog.
I'm not trying to make it right. I'm just like, okay, if you knew he was a pedophile the whole time, why are you just now telling us when it's cool to say he's a pedophile?
Because he's a certified lover boy.
Certified pedophile. Wow.
You know,
You know what I'm saying, though? At least
I know
a
what you're
little.
saying.
It's like, why didn't you tell us, bro? If you knew the whole time Jared from Subway was putting more than just bologna in the sandwich, he's putting a wiener in there. Why didn't you freaking tell us?
I don't know, but I don't think it's I'm not holding it against him that he told us so late.
Why?
Because he told us.
But he knew, and I feel like he was guarding his neck, bro. He was guarding his chain.
That's the first thing I thought of too. Guarding his neck about something like, he's got dirt.
Yeah.
Everybody's got dirt, but like, pedophile's kind of up there.
That's probably the uppest.
Yeah, that's probably the uppest. Dude, I got to show you the video of this guy making this video of clips of Drake songs that are like
Sketchy.
low-key pedophilic.
She was 16.
Yeah, stuff like that. And it's like, how did we not catch this? Anyways,
Well,
yeah.
it used to be chill. Like, for real though. That's the
What are
thing.
you talking about?
That's the thing. Nobody wants to talk about. In the songs, dude, they used to always say, like, go listen to Journey. I'm pretty sure there's multiple songs where they were like,
one of my favorite songs.
that baddie was 16.
One of my favorite songs is by Winger, and it's the title's 17,
Yeah.
and it's like she was 17. Yeah,
So it used to be chill, which I'm not saying it is. Don't come at me.
I mean,
I'm a historian.
Alabama, it's still chill, I guess, right? Isn't 17
I think it might be
AOC?
16.
Whoa,
I think there are some 16 states. Listen, dude, I'm a
how you know that?
I'm a historian
You're a history buff.
and a mediator of the facts.
Okay.
I'm not saying that anything is. No, I will say pedophilia is wrong.
I will say that. I agree.
You know what, dude? I'm going to make a bold statement.
Kind of a hot take here.
Pedophilia is bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I just think it's weird. It's all coming out like, allegations and everything. It's just like, I feel like if people would like look into things a little more regularly,
if they lifted the rug.
we wouldn't have so many, famous people anymore.
You know what the problem is?
We could cut down the celebrity A-list in half if we dug a little deeper.
More than that for sure.
Probably.
Honestly, the problem is
What? Oh, I was like,
I am the problem. No, not the problem is, for real, this is real talk. There was a pedophile island confirmed.
really?
Jeffrey Epstein. There was a pedophile island confirmed,
Yes.
and there was a flight list of pedophiles that went to that island, minus one Donald Trump. We got to be honest, dude. He was on the list, but also so was, pretty much every other president. So there was a list of people that went to a pedophile island, and then they won't release that list. And America is fine with that. So,
Are we?
Huh?
Are we?
We're not. That is something to revolt over. If there
Next
is
storming of the Capitol.
Yo,
Let's
bro, we just got unbanned, dude.
let's set
And
the date.
You gotta hit him with the SC, dude.
Let's set the date for the SC.
Okay, fine.
For
September 11th.
Oh no,
Bro.
no! September 12th. Let's do it. Release the list. That's what you got to shout. Release the
Yeah.
list. Honkies, get out in the streets.
I mean, seriously, think about how insane it is. How insane is it,
Dude,
That
it's-
we
you know
are
what's- okay.
we're allowing it. We're allowing
You
it.
know why though?
Why?
It's because the news cycle is an 8-hour cycle.
No,
It is, and we don't care.
It's
Because I
because-
completely forgot about it.
it's because Drizzy Drake's music slaps.
He was definitely on the island.
Oh,
He had his own room.
Drizzy got the glizzy, dude. He was swinging it.
No, I'm serious. It's because the news cycle is so like nonstop, and I completely forgot about the stupid list. And I'm sure there's a ton of other things that I forgot about that is like so ridiculous that you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
No, I do, because if I look at you and say, "Hey, Josh,"
Yeah, try to think of something.
I said, "Hey,
Trying to
Josh,
think of
I just shot you down in the head."
No,
I'm
no.
also a pedophile though. I freaking love kids. You have kind of forgot it. Yeah. Pause, dude.
No, I'm trying. No, like think of something that happened. Like when was that list thing? Like a year ago,
Uh-huh.
if that. I'm trying to think of something that happened a year ago that kind of like made me mad, but I kind of forgot about it. Something with politics.
The biggest one is COVID. Like that was
I
we
didn't forget about
we
COVID.
gave that one up.
I didn't forget about COVID.
But you did forget about it because you don't talk about it. It's not, they shut the country down and we don't talk about it. And it's just
I got one.
It is 8-hour news cycle. Tell us.
Immigration.
I mean that's current.
If you say current, no, it's not. You know what's current? Joe Biden's decline. Everybody forgot about the stupid border. Everything in the news right now is Joe Biden's decline.
It's true.
You know, before that was the border. And I haven't thought about the border in like 2 weeks because of Joe Biden's decline.
Yeah.
It's so aggravating, dude. It's like there's so much.
What do you think the master chess move is? Because this is the thing that I always wonder though. I'm
Pawn
like,
to E4.
knight to E6.
Checkmate. That's the move.
Me, I'm checkmated.
Yeah.
Um.
What do you mean the master move?
Okay, because here's a philosophical question: do you really think the people that are in charge, that are like let's just say there's evil and there's good, okay, whatever, they can be whoever you want them to be. Is the evil that stupid to let Joe Biden? Because even the liberals don't like Joe Biden right now. You know, they're coming out, they're saying, "Step down, you freak," and stuff like that. You know? So is the evil that stupid, or what's the next move? Because I don't think they would just I don't think they would put a candidate up and just let him just screw everything up on purpose.
Well,
Or on accident. It is on purpose, but I don't know what the purpose is.
I know what it is.
I'm ready.
No, I don't know, but I have an idea.
Come to the table.
I like to think that the left is just so stupid that they really thought Joe Biden was going to go out there and kill it.
Do you think though? You think the smart people?
I said I like to think.
Oh, okay.
But what I really think is going to happen, and it's probably already happened, is that they just want Kamala Harris to be president, and they're just, biding their time with Biden. And they're saying that the Democrats are all like, step down, we don't want you in there. And Joe Biden's like, no, I'm going to stay in here. And the second he...
Bro, his tweets are wild. Imagine I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but his tweets are insane.
Who's?
Joe Biden's. He's like...
Oh, it's just his aides.
Well, not even that. He just... I keep
You think Joe Biden gets on his iPhone and is like, I'm going to tweet this?
No, I get messages every day where he's like, I'm going to still do it. And I'm like, good. I'm like, yes, please. You shouldn't have to beg people.
Well, he's trying to, he's trying to get people to think that he's sentient. It's obviously not him tweeting that. And he's, I've heard more clips of Joe Biden being on talk shows in the past 2 days than I have his entire presidency.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's trying to convince people that he's alive.
100%.
And he's just digging himself in a deeper grave because he can't.
Okay. Well, enough about...
But what I was saying
about
was...
the quack. Let's get back to this Kamala. Because I don't know I don't know.
Well, what I was saying was, I think there's two sides. They thought he was just going to kill on stage. they obviously got the doses wrong or whatever they shot him up with.
Uh-huh.
They thought he was going to kill it on stage, and everybody's going to be like, he can take out Biden or Trump. And the second thing is they didn't think he was going to do a good job, and it was all kind of planned out where he was going to flop like he did, and people are not going to want him in there, and they're going to want Kamala Harris in there instead. And he's going to, if he wins, then he's probably going to die in his presidency. And then Kamala comes up, and it's like their plan succeeded, or they like killed the president,
But that's not a master plan, though.
No, I'm saying it's the only plan they have and can have, because there's nobody waiting in the wings, so to say, on the Democratic side.
I mean, but I've heard a lot of people really like
Don't say Gavin.
Gavin and Cuomo.
What's so funny is I haven't heard their names in months.
Really?
Until then. I mean,
or you mean until now?
Yeah.
Because that's all I hear.
Yeah.
But Kamala is not the master plan, dude, because she was hated even before Biden was hated. Whenever people were excited, because there was a brief period of time where people were excited that Biden was president, but they were all like, ew, but why did he pick Kamala? Like,
we all know.
she literally
we don't know why.
She literally sent thousands of black people to jail for smoking like a joint. And it's like, and then bragged about smoking weed.
Well, I mean, I agree. Nobody likes Kamala, even the people on the left,
so
and apparently nobody likes Biden right now. So it's like, dude, have you seen? I don't want to talk about politics, but we can talk about this later.
Don't talk about it, but talk about it.
All right. No, I'll talk about it on our own. Yeah. The news cycle. Things what we're talking about. It's just.
Yeah, let's get back to the
I'm so sad
you
missed you missed the last podcast because we could have talked about the debate, dude.
Oh, dude.
I wanted to talk about the stupid golf thing for like a week. Did you watch it live, I assume?
You know what I need to do, dude? For real? This is how to not be caught up in the media, like you're saying, like an 8-hour news cycle. The real way to educate ourselves, to culture ourselves, to see the pattern of history is to actually go back and watch old debates. Watch Ronald Reagan versus Jimmy Carter. It typifies the nuclear warheads.
You don't even need to go back that far.
No, you need to watch all of them and see if the interaction they had is new or the same. Because a lot of it, dude, go back to Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was hoeing people like Trump was, and people act like it's a new thing. Like Ronald Reagan would straight up say, I mean, I guess he never said your wife looks like a dog, but that's the way to avoid the 8-hour news cycle, is to go back in history and look at the way and see how much things are actually changing versus how much the news is saying they're changing. Does that make sense?
No. Not sure where you're going there. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun, but like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I feel like nobody cares.
They do care.
Honestly.
Well, the thing is to not. That's my point. Is don't care about what you're hearing today.
Don't care.
For real. Don't care about whatever you're hearing today.
Care about tomorrow?
Care about what look at the broader picture. Okay? Look at the past 30 years. What has been,
30 years.
What are themes that you see over 10 or 15 years that like if you look at those, you're like, those have only led us down dark places. Okay? Like the theme that billionaires are saying we have twice the amount of people that the earth should have. You're like, okay, let's follow that theme for 30 years. What is the only logical conclusion? They want to kill half the people, or they want half the people to not exist anymore. That is clearly bigger than, Biden stumbling his words. Okay, that doesn't matter. Like in 4 years, either way, a dude that can't speak in either way is not going to matter. What matters is if he says the world is overpopulated and we need to get rid of half the people. That's a bigger theme. than, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's a bigger theme in the long run, but I think the bigger is Biden stumbling over his words. Hear me out. Now stick with me. Biden stumbling over his words. I think that's equivalent. I don't know if equivalent's the right word, but like
Equivalence.
kind of equivalence to him having to get 14 hours of sleep a night, which I've been reading that he has. And that means he has to go to bed at like 7.
Yeah.
And he gets up at 10. Anyways, and he's missing like these meetings with like world leaders, like early morning meetings because he has to sleep in.
Yeah.
And it's like, that kind of affects me right now, right? Because if you can't run the country I live in, then I have to pay mo for gas.
Yeah, but
I'm not worried about these billionaires trying to get rid of me.
that's who you should focus on, though, because the people that want like the grand evil things, like the grand evil things are killing babies, depopulation, a unified world government, and the collapse of currency or individuality or cameras on every street corner.
Are birds real?
I mean, birds can be real, but if they have a camera on every street corner and can see, and we go into a world.
It's already a thing.
But not,
Look, it's right there.
know.
It's looking at us.
Oh,
It's looking at us.
dude. I'm a
It's
peon.
it's been-
CIA, don't
it's
touch.
been confirmed by Snowden, bro.
It's true.
It's already happened. It's like, what are we gonna do? Nothing. We can storm. We can SC.
Bro,
We can
just chill out with the SC, dude. September 11th, 12th.
Come on, dude. I just don't. I don't know. I think about what I can do now, and I can't do anything about government surveillance.
What are you trying to do?
What I can do. Tape my cameras.
No, why do you care about the government surveillance, dude? What you not want them to see?
No, I said I don't care. I said I only care about what I can control.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you mean by neuroplasticity?
I don't know. You wanted me to write down things in the notes, and I thought about it.
You heard a cool word?
No, I heard it again, and I was like, oh, I know what this is.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what this is?
I mean, I know the general idea, yeah. Like
Yeah.
your brain is constantly.
I know I had so many other thoughts when I wrote that a week ago, but now I'm forgetting.
Well, I'm kind of wondering if, like, the reason why I said it is because the 8-hour news cycle. I wonder if there's like a cap to your neuroplasticity. Like if you can only, like, on a hard drive, you can only write so much information.
Yeah.
Like you can only download so fast. I mean, your brain probably has a download speed limit, right? Like it can only take in so much information. It's not like it's infinite.
Maybe.
So if this 8-hour news cycle is just a flooding your brain, if you tap into it too much, like it could be literally impossible to have any neuroplasticity, any creativity outside of what you're being fed. So the only logical thing to do is unplug.
What do you think neuroplasticity is?
Am I not understanding?
I don't think
I thought
so.
neuroplasticity was like your ability for your brain to create new pathways and to rewire itself. And
Okay, yeah, that's it. I don't know how that correlated to what
well,
you
there's
said.
got to be there's got to be a limit to the amount that your brain can rewire itself. It can't do unlimited.
Maybe. I'm not going to speak outside what I know, but maybe. I mean, the
Hold on.
brain's...
No cap though. Let me try to see if I can feel my brain right now.
But I think I remember why I wrote
Dude,
that
could you please-
down.
I need to be able to hear my brain.
What?
I could not feel it.
Okay. What I was saying was, I think I wrote that down because I was thinking how it applies to, like, muscles.
Okay.
I don't know why I always get back to the gym, but, like...
You always in that gym.
So the brain will rewire itself, right? Has the ability to rewire itself. I think the muscles have to be connected to that, because in working out, you have to shock the muscle.
Okay.
And to give an example, it's like you have a workout routine. You do the routine for like 3 months. And in those 3 months, you obviously have gotten stronger, but it's like you're kind of plateauing a little bit, where you get up and you're strong, and you kind of plateau. And you can't do any more weight than that. You have to shock the muscle, meaning you have to change your routine because your muscles have gotten used to doing the same exercise for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that kind of has to be a part of the brain, has to be connected to the brain somehow, because changing your routine from like straight sets to a reverse pyramid training style, you kind of have to, your brain, it's like shocking your brain as well, because you're like, whoa, that's too much weight at one time.
Well,
haven't done this much.
I guess logically, if diet stays the same and exercise stay the same, and for a period of time your body goes up, and all of that stays the same, the only thing left is your mind. Right. I mean, I think... So I think you're right. It does have to be the mind, which is kind of interesting because usually to learn usually like the way that you... Dang, Jordan Peterson. He does such a better job of explaining this. But
Really?
like, if your brain accepted all the information there was to give you, you would just explode. So your brain can only focus on things that are like shocking or necessary to your next move. So like, if you want to get to the door, you don't notice everything on the way to the door. You notice things in your way to the door, or things that you have to get around to get to the door. And you only notice things that are immediately impeding your route or necessary to finish your route.
Yeah, like if I'm going down the street on a foreign road, it's like, okay, I got to get to this stoplight because it's red and I know I got to stop. But on your way there, there's so many things around you, right?
Yeah.
Like there could be a sign, a school, a person, a sidewalk, or like a fire hydrant, and then you get there and then somebody's like, "Hey, do you remember? Did you see the fire hydrant back there, or whatever?" And you're probably like, "No," because you're like tunnel vision on what's next. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably why I'm so stupid a lot, is because I have like the worst memory, I feel like, and it might be because I have just so much information. Like I just listen to podcasts all day. It's probably not good. Like I listen to a podcast, a radio show, and a podcast on the way to work. And then I listen to audiobooks and podcasts at work. And then on my way home, I listen to another radio show. And it's like, is it really that good to get that all the information at one time? Because you can't, there's no possible way that you can retain all of the information. But it's probably better than the alternative of just like listening to music the whole time. Or listening to nothing.
I was going to say, or the nothing is.
But sometimes nothing can be good. Like I tried that one week. I was just like, I'm just going to, like at the gym, people listen to music. It's like what you do.
Yeah.
And I tried to not listen to anything at the gym during my lifts for like a week.
What
I
happened?
actually loved it.
Really?
I was just like listening to the gym, and like I was able to focus more on my lifts.
Oh.
And then in turn I had better workouts. And then I did that for like 3 months. I just naked ears.
For real? You
Yeah.
did 3 months? And
Yeah.
you didn't report back?
I just forgot. See, my memory. I just forgot. But yeah, it was. I liked it because.
Well, why'd you go back? Why'd you go back to the vomit?
So I went back because I was like, I just started my bulk, and now I'm like, I gotta lift super heavy, and I gotta just get hyped up for it. I just gotta get music to get hyped up, and I'll tell you, I gotta show you some music I found. That's pretty sick.
Bro, play it right now. Get us demonetized.
No. But yeah, so much information, I just can't retain it all. And I'll read a book sometimes at work when there's nothing going on. So it's like there's like seven sources of information coming at me one day. It's like, I don't know.
Well, I
Crazy.
don't see. That's the thing, though, because I've had the same thought because I obviously listen to a lot of podcasts too. Because I just I have so much time to listen to it.
Yeah.
And I've wondered, like, should you limit your information intake or not? And I think you should definitely limit it if it's bad information. I think definitely that's an easy case to make.
I think you should limit it, no matter what.
But also, like, imagine you were in a world where there's no information, or the only information you had was, unadulterated. So the only thing that would be there is just nature. Nature's a lot of information, and you would be taking in, theoretically, just as much information. Like, you'd be listening to, if there's a jaguar behind you, you would be hearing the crickets. You would see a plant that looks cool. It's got the nice colors.
So if you're saying that's information, if you're saying that is taking in information, then there is never a second we're not taking in information, which is not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, a podcast, a video, audiobook, a book, or whatever. I think of that as taking information, not going outside and just, like, staring at the ocean.
I guess, but what I'm saying is, I don't know if you can get away from information.
You definitely can.
I just wonder if the only time it becomes a problem is when it's the wrong information. Because I don't think, here's another thing. Technically, the best possible thing you could be doing is spending time with the Lord. And so is there a limit to that? Would you ever get too much information on the Bible?
Yeah. I would say so.
Explain, dude.
Like,
Thanks, God's looking at you at the door.
well, like, you're telling me you've never been in a sermon that's lasted for longer than an hour? Like, there's no way I'm focusing the same amount as I was in the first 15 minutes of that lesson, or 30 minutes.
But whose fault is that? Or
It's just the human psyche. I don't know if that's the right word
so
either.
you think okay. I mean, it's fair.
It's the human condition.
it's-
Your brain gets worn out.
So you need to shock your brain.
Yeah. New type of study. New study routine.
Dude, I think this is a question for the honks, brother.
Okay.
Can you informate too much?
Yeah, let us know, I guess.
The thing that you can never information too much on is the honest honkies. There's not a point in time where you could spend too much time listening to us.
You're unironically right about that because we have no information.
Bro,
No?
we are the perfect podcast because you can listen to us and we'll give you zero
You
information.
get nothing good out of this. So you can listen to us indefinitely and you will remember nothing. Or everything.
Join us next week.
Honks out.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know nothing, but we hope you enjoy the something. We just honky that don't know nothing. You know we have fun and it does not busting. We love you, honky. May we keep the gravy and something. Gravy and stuff that I keep your mom in a Dutch oven. Gravy and stuff. Gravy and stuff. Gravy and stuff.